The Minnesota Fighting Vikings have their brand spanking new head coach in Kevin O'Connell, Rams offensive coordinator. Now, they can't make it officially until after the Super Bowl, which is kind of dumb, but everyone and their mom is reporting it. It's going to happen. And no, this does not put the Vikings behind necessarily in assembling a staff, because most head coaching candidates, they got their circle of friends. They're like, hey, if I get job, you want to be my linebacker coach? You want to be my wide receiver coach? You want to be this, that, or the other thing, right? So people are already starting to be put in place with KOC in power. It was a long, drama-filled week, but the Vikings finally have their man, who, by the way, is literally Superman. We've said that. Let's talk about the Notorious KOC today. Background: Kevin O'Connell, 36 years young, 6'5", 200, tall. Kwesi's also 6'4", man, getting after it. Played his college ball at San Diego State University. Go Aztecs. Was the third-round pick, number 94 overall by the Patriots in 2008 to back up Tom Brady as the greatest quarterback of all time. Was cut ahead of camp in year 2, not a good sign. Picked up by the Lions, who then flipped him to the Jets, and then spent 2 years in New York, and then bounced between the Dolphins, the Jets, and then finishing up with his hometown Chargers in 2012. He jumped into official NFL coaching 2015 as the Browns QB coach. Oh, you know who the Browns OC was that year? John DeFilippo. It always comes full circle. That's right. He had a year of overlap with GM Kwesi adofo-mensah in San Francisco 2016. They also now form the greatest nickname known to man, Clark Hancock. And then he jumped to Washington for 3 seasons where, he and Kirky Boy together, quarterbacks coach 2017. He eventually joined Sean McVay's staff in 2020, and now the Rams are in the Super Bowl. And Sean McVay loves Kevin O'Connell, because even if you're an offensive genius like Sean McVay, you still have to be head coach of the entire team, which he does. Respect. But if you're going to do that, you can't focus all of your energy on the offensive side of the ball like you used to when you're just an OC. So KOC took a lot of things off of McVay's plate and really made that Rams offense hum. And O'Connell deserves a lot of credit for the Rams offense this season. Cooper Kupp busting out, having the triple crown in receiving, OBJ getting up to speed mid-season, Matthew Stafford looking less like garbage. But he never called the plays before, so obviously, boo, boo, boo. Zach Taylor never called plays before under Sean McVay, and it worked out for him. No big deal. And you don't think that a former NFL quarterback who's been around some of the brightest offensive minds in the NFL, you don't think that he picks up a thing or two? Also, here's a very interesting nugget from the Broncos website when they were also interviewing KOC. The person asking the question is a staff reporter, and GB is Greg Beacham, who is the AP beat writer for the Rams. Question: it seems like that a lot of people put a lot of weight in the play calling aspect. What is it that he does in his role, Kevin O'Connell, that makes him so impressive even without that part? GB. He, Kevin O'Connell, is the most important part of the offensive brain trust that develops the Rams game plans, designs their plays, and then implements all the details necessary to make it work on Sunday. It's the biggest role on the offense that doesn't belong to Sean McVay. Kevin is in charge of making sure everything works, and Sean likes him in that role so much that he blocked Kevin from interviewing last year to be the Chargers OC when Brandon Staley moved across town. So even though I did like the idea of Harbaugh, like the idea of winning now, the Vikings had all the reasons to go for Harbaugh. You had the Kwesi connection in San Francisco. You had that track record of NFL success. If you're really going to go for the pin, Harbaugh was going to be your guy. And he would have taken the job if they would have offered it, except they didn't. Multiple insiders reporting the Vikings didn't even have an offer on the table because Kevin O'Connell was the guy. And for all the reasons to hire Harbaugh, they liked O'Connell more, and that says a lot. Bottom line, Harbaugh would have been fun. It would have been interesting, yes. But in O'Connell, they have their very own young, offensive-minded wunderkind, and they can build around for the long term. And all the benefits that come with having an offensive-minded head coach. You're not going to be consistently churning over OCs if and when you have some success. And you're going to find your future franchise quarterback. Maybe it's Kirk for the next couple of years. Maybe it's Kellen Mond. Maybe it's rookie TBD. I don't know. But you're going to feed Justin friggin' Jefferson, and then let's go win a dozen Jerome Bardys in the next 10 years. Woo! Feels good, man. It does. Where amongst the finalists, even without Harbaugh, I did really like Kevin O'Connell, just given his resume, just given his offensive acumen, and obviously the Vikings did too. So he knocked it out of the park, and he got the gig. So let's go. Rally behind the Notorious KOC. But your thoughts on our thoughts. Introducing new Minnesota Fighting Vikings head coach Kevin O'Connell, not officially. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But until next time, Skol, production value.